Whoa. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. I am back. Hopefully, you are all having a good day. I. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Good to know. I'm also having a good one. Um, what's going on? I don't know. Let's check the news real quick, shall we? What's been going on? What is it? Yesterday, we continued with ENA, trying to get her into VRChat. Last time, kind of like the major thing going on right now with ENA is that I reshaped her arms to make them less long. I reshaped her head to be a little less big. But that has had some unforeseen consequences. I think for the arm, there isn't much, but for the head, one thing that I realized yesterday while I was working on her in Unity and VRChat was that I guess because the head bone and maybe even her face and mouth stuff isn't 100% symmetrical, it sort of fucked up some of the face stuff, which shouldn't be hard to fix. I don't think. That's what we're going to be working on today. I have Blender opened up right now. We're going to work on. Whoa, what am I looking at? I'm going to try to fix that. Like I said the other day, I am outside of stream working on her texture, which is coming along slowly, but it is, I guess, still happening. So, you know, better than nothing, right? So yeah, the goal for today, like I said, we're gonna fix the head stuff that seems to have sort of sprung up as a bit of an issue. One thing that I don't understand though, which I just realized or just thought about, was I think the extra head was also fucked, but I fixed that one, but it's still messed up. So I don't know what's up with that. We're gonna have to, I guess, check and see. It might also be because I mentioned yesterday that I thought the issue was with Unity and the way the bones are set. Because one thing that I didn't check, and I'm probably gonna have to check, is that her hands still appeared to be the same height, even though I shortened them, or sort of the same length is what I meant to say. You know what I mean? So I might have to reset the armature in Unity, but there's still some issues that I need to fix inside of Blender itself. I'm hoping that's the case. Otherwise, I'm gonna have to go back into Blender and fix the hands. But the hands, there isn't many things like with the face, because the face has like shape keys and all that jazz that I need to like worry about, while the hand only has like maybe a couple shape keys that I need to worry about. So it's not that big of a deal, but we'll see. Anyway, wait, did I? Hold on, what is this? What am I looking at? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see how today goes. It is a Thursday, which means that I guess like usually I wouldn't. Summer Game Fest, Friday, 5 p.m. ET. Summer. Wait, what is the Friday? What number is that? Tomorrow? I feel like if it was tomorrow, they would just say tomorrow. Anyway, that is something I just saw, sorry, that immediately distracted me. This fucking picture's so funny to me. Because I guess what is it? Deltarune came out, I think, yesterday or the day before. And I saw this picture earlier today and it made me laugh. Because it's just like a Steam message of the developer, Toby Fox, saying, "Are you enjoying it?" And I think a bunch of people replied like, I think they're fake, but they made it seem like as if he's messaging anyone who buys it and asking if they enjoy the game or not. I just think that's silly, silly. All right, what was I saying? Yeah, apparently, whoa, Summer Game Fest happening on Friday. Yesterday we checked out the PlayStation, whatever it was called, State of Play, State of whatever. That was pretty interesting. There was some interesting games there. I'm not gonna worry too much. Wait, oops, about them, tbh. But yeah, that's what happened. Oh, shit! I never switched the overlay. I'm so sorry. I usually do that. I don't know why I'm like all over the place today. Very odd. Very odd. Um, Bam, Blender. We're back. Let me put the music on. One thing that I also did see, because yesterday some demos came out, but I think they only came out for like PlayStation. I don't think they came out on Steam or anything like that. But I checked, and there was a game that has a demo that I actually want to check out. I think it's called like Jumpstart or something like that. I don't have Steam to open up right now, so I can't check. And I don't want to open it, so I won't check. But yeah, apparently Steam is having a Next Fest starting the 9th, because the game is like, the demo is like, oh, the servers are going to open up the day of the Next Fest, which is the 9th. So kind of like, I guess, lucky that I noticed it now, so I have it downloaded and ready for when, I guess, Next Fest comes along. Next Fest is also good because I think Next Fest has a lot of like demos and stuff. And last time there was like a really big demo thing going on. I really enjoyed playing all the new demos that came out. So we might do that again. I don't know. Anyway, hello Zotic, how are you? Alright, let's continue. I won't worry about the texture. That's a after. Wait, are these not connected? Oh wait, hold on. Oh, they're not. Weren't they connected? Am I wrong? Oh, something just happened. Do I have other shit selected? Why did that glitch out? Oh, I guess maybe it resets it. I don't need to connect it. It's whatever. I'm doing good. Oh good. Alright, yeah, so for some reason things got a little messed up thanks to shrinking the head the other day. So I do need to fix things, but it seems like I don't have to fix much, luckily. Oh, what the fuck is going on back here? Oh wait, no, sorry, that's my bad. I think it's just this, the image texture, right? Yeah, it's just the image texture. Alright, it's fine. So yeah, I'm gonna finish fixing the heads. I am going to export this over to Unity once I'm done fixing the heads. We'll reset her Unity rig to see if that fixes any issues. And I remember writing down a few other bugs that I saw the other day. Let me see if I could pull those up. Oh yeah, the hands were fucked up, weren't they? I think that's, again, a Unity thing. I don't know if I could fix that in Blender. Maybe the resetting of the rig might fix that. But yeah, I think the last thing we did yesterday was check her out in VRChat. We fixed the issue where the hat wasn't showing up at all, but the hat toggle still doesn't work. And I don't know why. That still eludes me because I guess I might, maybe the issue is that I have to move the whole like face, or not the face, sorry, the whole like switching between characters to the different animator, because I have two different animators. I have the sort of FX and I have the sort of hand um gesture animator. Maybe I need to move them because the animators does seem to work off of a hierarchy, like the modifiers in Blender. Because by moving the hat toggle up one, it allowed it to sort of be visible for some reason when it didn't used to be the case. But I still don't understand why. Why? What am I looking at? I still don't understand why the toggle doesn't work and why it works the way it does. It's very odd to say the least. I don't know what's up with that, TBH. I wish I did. Is this fine? Why does this seem fine? I think I do. Oops. I think I do still need to move them a little bit to the left and maybe a little bit back. See, I'm using the nose as the sort of marker for how far I should move things. But yeah, what else has happened today? It's Thursday, so Epic has their free games you could check out. One of them is where's the center? I am at the center, right? Yeah. Okay, I guess I just have to move it a bit forward. Deathloop is one of them. I think it's made by the same people who made Dishonored. I seem to remember it came out like a while ago, and I didn't care too much about it. But I guess it's free now, and it's like a $60 game. So grab that while you can. Also, I saw that Borderlands 2 is free on Steam. You have to like do some finagling to find it. I mean, you could just look it up. And you'll see that it is also free. I'll probably what's it called? Mention that to what's it called? To my friends to see if they could get it, because I did mention the other day that we have started playing. Oh wait, oops. Hide blue face. I want to make sure that this works. Because it was free like last week, Tiny Tina's whatever it's called, and that has been actually pretty fun, TBH. So the fact that Borderlands 2 is also free now, kind of just is the icing on the cake sort of thing. Yeah, right? Wait, hold on. So some pretty good stuff, TBH. Why does this feel... Okay, no, it is slightly hovering. Why does this feel like this doesn't connect as well as it should? I think it's like slightly a bit too close, but also slightly a bit too low as well. Or something. Or maybe I should just edit the points themselves. It's like, what's up with that? So yeah, some pretty good stuff. Why does this point, like, come out so far? I don't remember it coming out this much. It's very odd. But as long as it works, I guess. Like, I feel like it needs to come in a bit more. Alright, that seems to work. Okay. So what else? I think I only need 2 more heads to fix, and then I'm done with this. I need to fix the white mouth and the white head. And all I need to do is fix the extra face, and then I'm done. Then we can move on to Unity. Unity. Oh shit, whoops. Oh shit, whoops. I don't know what the fuck I just did. Oh, I selected the wrong mesh. Whoops. Whoops. And yeah, this one needs to have its texture fixed because I fixed this mouth is supposed to have like a little black outline, but I think I rebaked it after I fixed it, and so it got rid of it, and so I have to fix it again. But like I said, I am working on fixing the textures off stream on my own time, and if it gets to a point where like I'm done with her, but I still need her textures to be done, then I might work on that on stream. And maybe we'll do it a bit faster. I am doing it slowly on purpose because I find it a bit therapeutic to just like basically do a coloring book basically and sort of refine little edges. But I could definitely do it a lot faster. Sometimes I enjoy tedious processes if they're somewhat easy. Alright. Oh wait, oops. Now this one I fixed yesterday, but oh, it was this side here. I was gonna say like there was a part of this of her face that was like messed up or wasn't like fixed all the way. Wait, why isn't this working? Oh, I see. Okay, hold on. Oh, okay, that that scared me. The the little piece of oops. That little piece of thing over here that's supposed to be the eyes and mouth. I kind of forgot that that existed and thought it was. I think for this head, I thought it was just like extra stuff that I forgot to delete. I don't have to have it so close to the head like the other bits because I think it gives off a nice look, like a fractured look, if you can tell that the parts aren't like touching the head, aren't like 100% connected to the head. It sort of feels like as if her face is actually fractured. To me, at least. Maybe not. Maybe this is a bad idea, but I don't know. It seems to work fine for me, so we'll continue with whatever I'm doing. All right, this should be fine. Now, I want to quickly check again. Because I'm pretty sure, like I said, I shrunk the hands down, or the arms down. Shit. I forgot I have it to that. So when she bends her arms down, they reach. I guess they do reach all the way down to the knee. I want them to reach maybe. I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Wait, hold on. Let me hide you. I guess based on the reference, they're kind of okay, but I feel like in VRChat, I might be wrong about this, but she might have like her shoulders slumped down a bit to sort of have a bit more relaxed pose, and that sort of causes the hands to appear longer. Um, maybe the hands were right, because I thought that her hands looked long because the rig in Unity didn't like update correctly, but they might actually just be long still, even after I tried to fix them. The question is though, do I want? Do I want to make them shorter? Or is this like fine for now? I wonder. I guess, hold on. Let us bring this over to Unity, I think. And we'll see from there. I think I still will reset the Unity rig just in case. All right. Let me reset all these shape keys. I'll apply transforms again just in case. And then we will move this over to Unity. Oh shit, whoops. I'm not as cooking as bad as I was yesterday. And the reason for that is because I left the air conditioner on for a bit longer. Or a bit sooner before I started. So the room actually had a chance to cool. Unlike yesterday. Yeah, I had a plan to sort of fix that. But then I realized that the plan actually doesn't work. I'd need like another extension cord. Which I don't have on hand at the moment. So it's fine. Right now it's not that bad. Who knows? Maybe he'll change in like an hour or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's get this over, shall we? FBX. Get this over to Unity to VRChat. Assets. That. This. Name it. So it's auto updated. Alright, now I need to load up Unity, which might take a second. Oh shit, I was playing music in the background and you guys couldn't hear shit. Whoopsie. There we go. Oh, there we go. Finally. There we go. Now we're loading it. Unity Hub just took a little while. Alright. Oh god, what the fuck? Why did it do that? Alright, while we wait for Unity to load. Did the music stop? Okay, no it didn't. I think it's switching to another song. I'll wait for Unity to load. I'm going to continue working on this. Oh wait, this is the wrong one. Isn't this? Yeah, this is the wrong one. This one is the right one. Yeah, right? I think I've seen people playing the new Mario Kart. And I think people had to, like, you know, they did the whole, like, midnight. They don't do that anymore. I mean, I guess kind of they do since they did it for the Switch. But it's been a minute since I've seen people, like, actually wait outside a store for, like, a console. It has been a while since I've seen that happen. I guess I guess yeah, right. I think that's like the only game they have, isn't it? I don't know if it came out with any other like games on release. I think it's always the only one I've heard was Mario Kart. I'm trying to think if there was any others. I guess Deltarune might already be on the Switch too. I remember that being a thing. They could play Deltarune on the Switch if they so choose. Yeah, there was, but I'm not sure if that came out already. Like if that comes out with the Switch too, or if that's gonna come out like later in the year. I'm not too sure. I'm not very knowledgeable on the happenings of the Switch 2. Oh, okay. So it's, I mean, I guess it's coming out this month. But as far as I know, the only game that came out with the actual console was the Mario Kart game. Yeah, me neither. I think... What was it? I have played with the Switch before. Because a friend of mine got it for cheap. Because they're like... I think a coworker of theirs was selling their Switch for like... so they could get money to buy like, I think a PS5 at the time. Until I got to actually use it and play it a bit. But I don't know. You'd think you'd be more excited about like a handheld, portable game machine. But it was alright. What is it? We played some Smash Bros. With it for like a bit. And then after a while we didn't touch it ever again. I don't know what happened to it. It's probably somewhere. The same thing will probably happen to the Switch 2 if I ever did get a hand on it. Then again, I'll probably just borrow it from a friend or something to give it a try. If any of them get it. I don't think anyone plans on getting the Switch 2. Alright, Unity has opened up, but I kind of got into the groove of working on this, so I'm kind of just like hard stuck on it now. Let me just finish coloring this in a little bit more, and then we'll we'll go. See what I mean, though? I could probably do this very quickly with, like, the bucket tool, but I enjoy just sort of running through and doing it manually. It's very distracting. Okay, let me just finish up coloring this box, and then we'll move on. Alright, there we go. Unity! Let me put it up on screen. Bam! Okay, so like I said, I do want to reset her... Where is it? Her rig. Was it set to none before, or was it set to generic before? Let's switch to generic, and then let's swap over to humanoid again. And let's make sure that her bones are set correctly. That seems fine. Head is no longer fine. That's fine. Very easy to fix, thankfully. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the head. Head, shoulders. Okay, that's fine. This is all good. Again, this one chose the barbecue fingers for some reason. I don't know why. But it's a relatively easy fix. Index. And then middle. Wait, did I do that right? Hold on. Oh, wait, I think I'm selecting the wrong one. Index. And then... middle. And then... the primordial becomes none. And then this becomes pinky. Or not primordial. What is it? Proximal. It looks like primordial. Oh shit, wait, hold on, I messed something up. Oh wait, I put the one wrong here. There we go. There we go. Alright, is there anything else? Apparently it needs to be in T-pose. Sure, why not? Apply. Are her finger bones fucked? Let's see. Nope, they're fixed. Okay, so yeah, I had to reset the rig. So regardless of whether or not her hands will appear to be longer than usual, her rig actually had to be reset because her fingers were for some reason twisted 180 degrees. Because I did edit the rotation, the roll. My bad. All right. So yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Let's. I think I know how to fix the issue of the what was it? The gray face. Because the issue before was I set blink to 100% and that didn't work. And I think the reason why that doesn't work is because you can't. She might require the blink to always be at 0 because, you know, she has to like blink. So the fact that she has to blink might reset the blink per chance, maybe. I don't know. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the left and right blink to 100. And I'm hoping that will be the solution that I'm looking for. That was for like the whole gray face issue that I had. But I still don't know. To be fair, though, I didn't actually look into it too much after yesterday's stream. But I still don't know why her hat behaves the way it does. So like I said yesterday, or like I did yesterday, I moved the hat toggle above the ENA face toggle. And that seems to make it so that the hat actually shows up now. Because before, the hat wouldn't show up. And I think the reason for that is because in all my animations, I have the... I think this might be the way to fix it. All my animations have an animation where they toggle the hat either on or off. And so because the hat's toggle is hard coded into all the animations, it might not allow me to sort of toggle the hat on and on because the animation is always turning it either on or off. So that might be the solution for it. So there's two ways for me to do this. Number one, either way, the fact that now it works doesn't explain why the hat toggle is forever on and you can't switch it off. I don't know why that's the case still. It's very, very odd, and I don't know what's causing that. That's still like a major issue. But there's two ways I could go about this. Either I remove the hat is active from all the animations, which would, I assume, allow the hat toggle to actually work. The issue with that is that if you're using the web series version of ENA, you'll be able to toggle the hat on. And I'm pretty sure the hat isn't made to fit on the web series version. The heads are like the hair, they're too different. I think I'd have to make the hat bigger to fit on the hair of the web series version. So allowing people to do that might make it look weird. There might be a way to like enforce that. Maybe like I could probably add a variable that makes it check, hey, is it in the web series version? If yes, do not let the hat toggle on. If it isn't, then allow the hat to be toggled on or off. I'm not sure how to add that to the animator, TBH. Unless I could add variables here. I can reference the avatar descriptor and the pipeline manager. Add behavior. ARC animator control, animator locomotive control, play audio, temporary space, tracking control, parameter driver. Oops, not that. Maybe the parameter driver? This paper modifies parameters on this and other animation controllers. referenced on the avatar descriptor. Keep in mind only parameters defined in your VRC expression parameter object will be synced across the network. Additionally, synced parameters are clamped between int 0225 and float -1 to 1. Operations that modify these parameters will be clipped inside those bounds. Oh, okay, it does actually work. I can make it so that if I go to blue face, it sets a parameter to a value. So I could make it so that if you go to blue, yellow white face, yellow blue face, yellow gray gray face, and yellow face, that it sets a parameter of like, is it can hat be turned on, or like, is it the web series version? I can make it so it turns it on to yes. And then when I go to the other versions, the game version, I can make it so it switches it to no. So then I can make a check in the hat toggle that turn on hat. Is hat toggle, the condition hat toggle is true, and I can make it so the condition has to be, is this the game version? If yes, then allow the hat toggle to continue, and if no, then allow it to not continue. So that is something I could add. Do I want to go through the trouble of adding it for like a hat? It seems a bit like, it feels like I'm doing too much for like one feature. If there was like more, and it doesn't really matter too much, because the only bad thing about it is that there might be some clipping if I allow them to turn on the hat while using the web series version. I guess someone who like cares about it being nice, or sort of like following along, I guess, would care about that. I guess in doing it, I'll be able to try something new, because this isn't something that I have done before. Should I commit to this? It might even fix my hat issue as well, which would be nice, maybe. Oof. I don't know. Oof. Should I commit to this? I'm gonna say yes. Let's do this. Why not? Alright, so first things first, let me remove turning on or off the hat from all the animations that have it. So the animations do not control whether or not the hat is on or off. Oh, but I still do want this to control the mesh render of the hat. I actually do care about that. I do wonder how this is going to work. Let's see. All right. So I'm going to make a new parameter, and I'm going to call it, it's going to be a Boolean, and I'm going to call it is game ver, as in, is it game version? We're going to keep it off for now, because it is, she does default to the yellow version. Alright, I don't know if I need to add it to the parameter, but I'm going to. Because why not? Alright, and now I'm going to make it so that You need two conditions. You need the hat toggle to be true, and you need is game version to be true for the hat to be able to be toggled on. Is there a way to set it to and or? Because I want it to be like if hat toggle is off or do both have to be active at the same time? I guess that is one thing I don't understand here. Is the conditions and, or are they or? Could either of them be the right one and it would automatically trigger, or do both have to be on? I guess that's one thing I should check out the documentation. Let me see. Unity. Oops. Spelled Unity wrong. Animator conditions. Or sort of animator transition conditions. Let's see. Animation transitions. Use animation, for example, character might have a patrolling. Conditions. Here we go. A transition can have a single condition, multiple conditions, or no conditions at all. If a transition has no conditions, the Unity editor only considers the exit time, and the transition occurs when the exit time is reached. If a transition has one or more conditions, the conditions must all be met before the transition is triggered. A condition consists of an event parameter. Okay, yeah. So all of them have to be met. So if I do this like that, that means that the hat toggle must be false, and also the game version must be false to be able to turn the hat off, which is what I don't want. I don't know if this will automatically detect if you go off of the thing. Would it switch back to hat toggle off? I guess this is what we're testing out. Alright. Let me add a behavior. Oh wait, can I select all of them and do it all at the same time? Oh, I can't. I have to do it one by one. Shame. Okay. Parameter driver. Set is game over to false. Is game version to false. Set is game version to false. Set is game version to false. Alright, and then the red face, the white face, and the glitched face will set is game version to true. And I'm hoping that this means that only when you are using the game version of ENA are you allowed to toggle the hat on and off. Oh shit, whoops. It's not what I want. Alright, let's see if this works. Is there anything else I need to fix with ENA in Unity? I think her height needs to be brought up a bit because her feet are clipping into the ground, but that's a very easy fix. Is there anything else I want to do with the hat toggle? I don't think so. We'll test this out to see what happens. Oh yeah, let me fix that. Shall I? Where is it? Here we are. I think you could actually check on here to see if her feet clip through the ground. Right? Or maybe not. It seemed fun on here. But I'm still gonna have to raise it up. Where do I select again? I have to select like her root bone. Methinks. And then scale this up just like an inch or two. Hopefully that's enough, or hopefully that isn't too much of a raise. All right, I think that's everything. Let me check my notes again to make sure that I'm not missing anything important. I need to delete some of my notes because I forgot to delete a lot of them. All right, in Unity, gray face not closing. I think I figured that out. Our arms still seem long. Hopefully resetting the rig fixed that, although her legs, not her legs, sorry, her arms might just still be long by default, and I might have to fix that still. Feet are indeed syncing. Hat toggle is always on. I don't know if by changing it up, I don't know if it fixed it, but I guess we'll see. And yeah, I fixed the fact that the faces were fucked up. And I fixed the bones, the finger bones being messed up. Let me just make sure. Oh yeah, the face mesh stuff got disconnected. Oh wait, no, this is the wrong one. There we go. This one's fine. Yeah, it's fine. All right, perfect. Let us upload this, shall we? I'm still not 100% sure what the avatar uses. A mixture of write defaults and its animator states to avoid animation issues. VRChat recommends using the same write default settings across all animator states. I don't know what it means by that. Maybe I should look it up. Let me copy this and write it down or something. Because I was thinking maybe that is also the issue as to why the hat is always toggled on. Yesterday I did go through Reinhardt's video going over toggles, and I'm pretty sure I did everything correct while following along with her. That's so funny. Sorry, I'm like looking at people talking about that right default, whatever I just wrote, or whatever I just said, and seeing their issues with it. It's funny. So dumb. Alright, I don't actually see anything. Okay, did I upload this yet? I don't think I did. Let me upload it again. Even if I did, I could upload it again. It doesn't matter. Alright, let me close out of the Blender version because I'm going to launch the VRChat version now, and I don't want easy anti-cheat to crash my PC. If my PC does crash, then I think I will be back. But like I said, it might take a bit of time because whenever my PC crashes, it takes a while for it to boot up again. I don't know why. It's as if crashing for my PC is like pushing it down a hill and has to climb all the way back to the top before I could even think about turning on or continuing. Very odd. My computer is old, and there's definitely some parts that probably should be replaced at some point. Alright, I launched Steam up. I'm waiting for that to load up so I could launch up I was about to say Elden Ring. Whoops. Launch up VRChat. Sorry. My brain is defaulting to gaming mode all of a sudden when I mention the word Steam. Oh, Satisfactory is 30% off on Steam. How nice. How lovely. Oh shit! There's a new war bond coming out for Helldivers. I feel like the last war bond came out fairly recently, so it's crazy that there's already a new one. The Force of the Law war bond. It includes the AR-32 pacifier, a large capacity assault rifle. The AX Arc 3 guard dog. Loyal to its core, the arc-powered canine. Oh, is it a? It's a guard dog, but I think it's electrical. The de-escalator, a grenade launcher. Whoa. Arc grenades. What the fuck? That sounds sick as shit. And then armors. Okay. Anything else? Oh, yeah, I could see here. So you get a primary weapon, you get a throwable called an urchin. Did it mention the urchin? I saw it. I thought it was a melee weapon. There's a video, so I could, like, I guess, watch a closer detail. Stratagems. Oh, these are stratagems. The de-escalator is a stratagem. And so is the guard dog makes sense. And then you get a... What is that? What are those called again? Boosters? Stun pods. I guess when you land, it stuns things around you. And then you get a new pattern for your... That looks pretty nice, I guess. This actually looks pretty alright. If the urchin is good, then that'd be good. Interesting. Alright, sorry, I got immediately distracted. Oh yeah, but like I said earlier today, Jump Ship is the demo that I talked about that will be available the 9th when Steam Next Fest happens. I probably will try it out. Because I remember hearing about it like a long time ago in like a video that showed up on my For You page. And I was like, oh, keep an eye on that. And I kind of forgot why I cared about it or what I heard about it that made me go, you know, that sounds interesting. Anyway, I'm launching VRChat now. Like I said, if my computer crashes, I'll be back. Methinks. And if it doesn't, then I'll still be here. And we'll be able to test out her toggles to see if they actually work or not. Alright, now I'm thinking. Sorry. While this loads up, hopefully it doesn't crash. What I could have done, because I mentioned about the hat toggle, that I'm unsure if that gets updated regularly. So if I switch over to a web series version of her, I'm unsure if the hat's going to be toggled off. But actually what I could have done... Okay, it didn't crash. Good. What I could have done was in the parameter thing that I literally was just doing, I could have added it so it turned hat toggle off whenever you went over to... Oh, but then at that point, I don't need a variable of... Does it work? Oh, I guess I do, kind of. I still need it so I can make sure that the web series version can't toggle it on. But I could also make it so that whenever it switches to either the web series or the game version, I could have it turn it on automatically. I think I should do that. If this doesn't like turn it on automatically, which I'm pretty sure it shouldn't, because I didn't tell it to. I might add that. Because that seems like a pretty good addition, TBH. And if this works, then it shouldn't be too hard to add, as far as I know. Alright. VRChat has loaded. Let me... oh yeah, I did mention the other day the whole, VRChat... What is it called again? VRChat Marketplace that got added, recently. I assume these are all... I recognize some of these models. I think this model was in the what's it called? The Halloween Fest or whatever they did. They host oh god. Oh wait, can I? No, you can't. Okay, never mind. Basically like Avatar jams and World jams. And I remember this one from the Halloween one. What was I saying? Sorry. This one looks like a character from Made in the Abyss. The only reason why I mention it is because I mentioned potentially wanting to join, but I was unsure. Well, first of all, I can't because it like they want you to like have a decent following before you could even think about joining. But then at the same time, I don't know. I usually like make characters from already pre-existing things, pre-existing shows and whatnot. That might not go well with a like policy or whatever. You can't sell a model that you technically don't own. I don't know how any of that stuff works, TBH. Anyway, we're here. Let's see what's happening. Looking good so far. Alright, let's play around with some of the blue face, perfect. Yellow face, nice. White face, nice. Gray face, works. Nice. Okay, so the issue was that I was setting blink to 100. I guess because she auto blinks. You can't set blink to 100 because I think the auto blink automatically sets it to 0. But that's good to know. Luckily, I have left and right blink, so I'm able to fix that myself. Hat toggle is still turned on, which I don't know what is wrong with that. And it seems... Wait. Okay, this is working as intended. And the hat doesn't turn on because I didn't tell it to turn on. So technically, that does work the way I want it to. The fact that the hat toggle is still turned on automatically is a mystery to me. And I don't know what is wrong with that. Everything else seems fine, though. Her feet are good. She's a good height. Her hands, I think, are fine. Now they're like better than they were, so it's okay. Oh, that thing is like breaking. I need to write that down. Oh god, it's really breaking. What the hell? Hold on. Let me write that down in my notes. I'm pretty sure this is a Blender issue. White face. What do you call that? Like... extra eye detail does not follow face correctly. It seems to be moving on its own. Like it's not a part of the base. Weird. Okay. I'm gonna have to fix that. But yeah, hat toggle is still an issue that I guess I'm gonna have to fix. I don't know what's wrong with it. Alright, I'm gonna keep VRChat opened up in the background. We're gonna head back to Unity to try to figure out what's wrong with it. Because I still don't know. Again, hat toggle. Is this the correct hat toggle? Like the name, at least. Let me select this and let me paste it on. Nothing changed, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, in the parameters, hat toggle is set to Boolean and it's set to off by default. So the fact that it's on means that something must have triggered it. Right? That seems like the logical sort of thought. Let me try moving this up so it's like in line. So yeah, hat toggle is set to Boolean, off by default. The names are the same, right? Hat toggle, waves. Hat toggle. Yeah. In hat toggle, it enters and goes straight to hat toggle off. And then to go over to hat toggle on, the hat toggle button must be true, and is the game version has to also be true to go into hat toggle off. Or hat toggle on, sorry. To be turned off, all it needs is for hat toggle to be turned off. And that's it. And if we look at the animations, again, if we go to hat toggle, is object active, BBQ hat is set to on both sides. And then for toggle hat off, is BBQ hat active is set to off on both frames. So the animation is correct. The parameters seem correct. The animation seems correct. I don't know why this is breaking, or why it doesn't work in the first place. It's very confusing. I don't know what is going on here. I'm opening up YouTube again, and I'm looking at Reinhardt's video again to see if I could squeeze out some clues or something. But I'm also scrolling through my YouTube feed to see if there's anything interesting to talk about. I don't know. I don't see anything. All right. Let me pull up her video. And let's take a gander to see if everything is all right But before we continue, actually, I will BRB real quick. So yeah, BRB. Oh sure, whoops, BRB. Hello, I'm back. Alright. Yeah, alright, hold on. Let me look at Reinhardt's video. Okay, so she does... Hold on. Alright. She does... Where is it? FBX. She does go into each one of these and make sure that right default's turned on. And make sure that parameter is turned off. Maybe that's the issue? We'll see. She does it on both the left and right hand. I'm hoping that this will fix that error that, like, the right defaults are, like, different. Because I don't think I've seen the error before. And it's probably because of this, because I think all the other animations that I have right defaults turned on. And these don't. So I think by doing this, it should fix that issue. Because, yeah, these ones... right default's turned on for all of these, and same for these as well. Yeah. Maybe that's it. Do you think it's that simple? Oh shit, whoops. Hold on. Let me re-upload her and just check. It might not be that simple, but there's a small chance. Okay, yeah, that error went away. The error about the right defaults being different. That did go away, but that doesn't mean it's going to fix the fact that her hat toggle is always turned on. But we'll upload her again and check. Did I put this up on screen? If it works, I'll put it up on screen. But like I said, I do still have VRChat opened up in the background. But I'm unsure if this little change was enough to fix the issue that I've had. If it is, that'd be crazy. Alright, let's finish uploading. Let me test it out myself. Okay, it does not seem to have worked. The hat toggle is still turned on. by default. Let me just quickly make sure that that is the case. I'm going to respawn my character. Let's try this again. Yep, hat toggle still turned on. When I switch to the other characters, it doesn't turn on with it. Oh, her ear clips through her hair. I thought I fixed that issue. But it seems like it's come back with a vengeance. Maybe after the whole scaling thing, I think, messed up her head a little bit. There might be some, like, random clippings here and there that I need to redo. Yeah, what a shame. That wasn't... that did fix the error that I had with the right defaults being different. But it didn't fix the error with the fact that the toggle... the toggle is still broken. Trying to see if there's anything else that I missed. In our tutorial, I don't have it playing like the sound. I'm just sort of like scrolling through with my to see if that works. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, I don't know. Everything appears to be fine. What did I even change? I didn't even change anything. I just changed the exit time to be 0 because that's how it looks like on her screen. But I don't think that's a big enough change to warrant uploading her again. Hmm. I'm not using her hand layers. And I'm unsure if she uses it in her video tutorial. I don't think she does. At least not that I can see. Because, yeah, I don't think she touches this, like, at all. Yeah, she doesn't. At least from what I can see. Alright, let me do what I said I was gonna do with this, where when we switch to yellow face, we're also going to set hat toggle to false as well. But I'm not going to do that with the red face, because I don't know if by setting hat toggle to true will I be able to use the hat toggle. I'm not sure. Anyway, let's try uploading this. I didn't really change anything, at least not that I think. So I doubt this is going to fix the issue. But who knows, maybe? I don't even know what I did. I don't even know what I changed, so I'm pretty sure this isn't going to change anything. Let's see. Yeah, hat toggle's still turned on. So that didn't get fixed. Yeah, I don't know what to do about that. That's so weird. Wait, hold on. I want to check her hands real quick before we go back to Unity. I want to see if her pinky's still, like, weird. I guess. But maybe it's better now. I haven't actually checked. Hold on. Let me switch to gray face. The eyes on gray face is still fucked. Her eye still clips through and her mouth is not there anymore. Although suffering. Okay, on this side it's fine. On the other side it isn't. Oh, but I think I mentioned this before. I think I mentioned that her left side is good, but her right side isn't. So I should try to symmetrize the points so it does work. But okay, here's the issue. Maybe no, I won't show it on screen. The issue is that because the eyes follow react the same way, or they follow the blink and the half blink and the left and right blink shape keys. If I set her face to do the whole like left and right eyes are closed to hide her eye socket, then her eyes on her hand are also closed. So it fucks that up as well. Wait, hold on, I'll put it up on screen so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Look at that. Her eye on this hand is closed because I turned her eyes left and right to close. But because this is an eye that's linked to that shape key, that eye also closes, which is not what I want. The easiest fix for this would be to go back to Blender and create a new shape key where the face's eyes close, but not the hand face eye. That one doesn't close. So then I could activate that for that specific animation. So that could work. And then as you can see on this side, this eye is clipping and so is the mouth. But on this side, it's not. So that what that tells me is that... Hold on, I want to check something. E. Wait, is that working? I don't think it's working. Hold on. E. Wait, wrong button. E. The mouth should move based on mouth movements. But because... Wait, was I pressing the right button before? Hold on. Maybe I wasn't. I was hitting B. Maybe I was hitting the wrong button. Oh yeah, there we go. As you can see, when you talk, her her hand mouth should talk as well. That is the whole point behind the hand mouths. Alright, let me write this down. Specifically the fact that, alright, hold on. Gray hand mouth. Alright, hey, wait, what? Gray hand eye is closed. BECAUSE, because by closing the face eyes to hide the eyeballs, it is also closing the hand eyes. Create a separate shape key that only closes the face eyes, and that should fix it. Also, left side of hand eyes, eye, and mouth is good, but her right side is bad. Try to mirror slash symmetrize to try to make it work. Bam. All right. Let's switch back to Unity. Because I still need to figure out what is wrong with the hat toggle. I don't know what is up with you, hat toggle. Why are you always on? The fact that it's always on makes me feel like there's an error. There must be something wrong. Why is it always on? Shouldn't it be off? If by default it's turned off, why is it on? Should I turn it on and see what happens? Let's do that. Let's see if this changes anything. Oh, wait. Alright, sorry about that. Let's continue. Alright. Okay. I'm back in VRChat. Turning on the toggle did nothing. It did not change anything. The hat still remains to be turned off, even though the toggle is turned on, which, if I'm doing things correctly in my head, if the toggle is turned off, the hat should be off, and if the toggle is turned on, the hat should be on. But the fact that the toggle is on and there is no hat tells me that there's something wrong with said toggle. Maybe, and I looked at the toggle here. Look, hat toggle. This doesn't matter. This could be anything. It is a toggle. It is derived from the hat toggle boolean called hat toggle. I didn't write this in. This is automatically put in, and the value is set to false, which means it does not exist. Let me set it to true, and let me also set the parameter to true, and let me also set this parameter to true and see if this changes anything. Let's hope. Because at this point, I'm basically just trial and error trying to, like, trying to solve this issue. What is it? What is the right word for it? Not puzzle solve. Why am I trying to say puzzle solve? Troubleshoot. Is that it? Yeah, I think that's the word I'm looking for. I'm trying to troubleshoot the issue. Alright, let's try this again. What? I'm done. It works. What? Why is turning on all the toggles on making it work? I don't understand. I don't understand. What do you mean it works now? What? Why are you doing this to me? What? Alright, look, it works. Bam. Her hat is on. Bam, her hat is on. I can turn it off and on. If I go to her web series version with it on, it turns it off. Fantastic. Just how I want it to. If I go back, it's off by default, which is fine. I don't care. Because at least I can turn it on and on. I don't know why that worked. Why does turning it on in the parameters and turning it on in the expression menu and turning it on in the ENA parameter menu Why does that fix it all of a sudden? Why does it work now? I don't know. I'm like hitting my head against the wall, like not understanding. All you could see, you could see her other mouths in her face. Um, why? I don't understand. I wish I knew why. Because I've been like pulling out, like basically pulling out my hair this entire time trying to figure that out, and it made zero sense in my head. So I don't know why that fixed it. It's look, there's a what the fuck is this, a race in here? What the hell? Why is there a race? Why does why does part of the race lead outside of the map? Oh. Oh. Fly your own camera drone. Exclusive on VRChat Plus. Ah, okay, they're just testing out the new drone. Beginner track leaderboard. Okay, I don't care. Okay, it works now. I'm happy, but the fact that it took this long to figure out is kind of annoying. But hey, you know what? It works. I won't complain about it because at least it works. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it works. Not only does it work, but all the little things that I added to the animation, the parameter editors, also seem to work. Luckily, the fact that the hat doesn't work unless you are in her game version is good. I like that. That's what I want. I could probably set that up for other previous characters, because I know I had previous characters before where they have like little traits that I only want in certain versions. I'm obviously not going to go back and fix that because I haven't done it before. Is her finger weird? These fingers are weird, I think. Aren't they? But why? The other fingers aren't weird, so why are these weird? Oh wait, let me try... Oh wait, let's use the camera, shall we? Wait, can you guys see what I'm looking at? Yeah, I can. Okay, good. Yeah, this is fine. But then if I like switch over to ENA red, and then we go back into the camera. Yeah, these fingers are fucked. Look at these. They're doing what the other hand did before, which is like twisting the fingers at the edge. And I thought resetting the rig fixed it. At least for the web series version. Unless, did I forget to twist these in the Blender version? I thought I twisted everything. Maybe I forgot to twist the barbecue bones to match the roll of the other bones. Because I'm pretty sure the reason why it might be twisting this badly is because it's trying to follow the rotation constraint of the original bones that are here, the original finger bones, but because those have like have been rolled or whatever, I think it's causing these bones to twist. I think, hold on, let me pull up my notes. I think in my notes, most of the issues that I need to fix, sorry, I just like read something. I wrote something wrong. What side is that? Sorry, hold on. I just remembered that her hair kind of clips through a little bit on her right side, right? This is her left. Yeah, on our left side. Alright. Oh, oops, there we go. What was I even saying before I got distracted? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it suddenly works now and it didn't before. It's very odd. There's a bit of clipping there. You can see the line. Is it the same for all the other faces too? I guess if you get really up close, you can see the line. But I feel like it was more obvious on the red one. I could see it there. The white one, I can't see it. Which face doesn't count. I'll include it because it's such a small fix. Red face can slightly see line of mouth on the top side of it. But yeah, it seems like most of the issues now have to be fixed in Blender. Because what is it? We have to fix the white face because... Wait, hold on. Okay, no, it's fine. The white face because the little extra right here seems to not be following the... Is it the bone that's the issue? I don't know what's going on here. It's acting really weird. I'll need to fix that. So that's wrong. The hair is clipping slightly on her left side. This side over here, you can see the ear slightly clips the hair. I believe this is also an issue with her web series side. As you can see, the hair is slightly clipping the ear, like the inside of the ear. I need to move it to, I guess, her left a little bit. Here, let me see if... Yeah, it's clipping there. You can't really see it there. It's clipping there. And it's clipping there. So I need to fix the hair. I need to move it around a little bit. The gray eye, as I said, on her left side? No, on her right side. No, wait. Left or right? On one of her sides. It doesn't matter. On one of her sides, the eyes and mouths do not work the same way as on the other side. Because the other side is fine. But then on the other side, something's wrong with it. It's clipping. You can't see the mouth. I need to fix it. Maybe it's a white painting issue. Maybe I forgot to include the... I forgot to have the mirror on when doing the white painting stuff. I need to go check on that. It might be a shape key issue since they're not like at the same place. Maybe that's it. We'll see. And then on her left side, wait, no, I already said that. Oh yeah, and then the eyes closing. The fact that her eyes are closed. I'm gonna have to make a new shape key to just close the face eyes, but not the eyes on her mouth. Or yeah, eyes on her hands, sorry. And I'm gonna have to include that in all animations to toggle that off so that it doesn't get in the way. But that one should be easy. It's gonna be easy to make. It's just gonna be a bit tedious to sort of fix in Unity. But it actually shouldn't take too long. I'm just being at this point I'm just being lazy, so it's fine. But yeah, fantastic. Her hat works. Finally, should I quit out of? Yeah, I'm gonna quit out of. Should I? It's not. I don't think it's wise to have both VRChat and Blender opened at the same time. I feel like I did that once before and my computer crashed. Unity I'll still keep on, but it's either Blender and Unity or VRChat and Unity. I can't have all three because then my computer will crash. So let me open up Blender so we could fix these issues once and for all. This seems good. Apart from this, like I said, I also want to add some wiggle bones to her hair and those little trigs, those little triangles she has floating above her head. I want those to wiggle and bounce as she does. I also, which is something I forgot until I just remembered it right now, I want to add GIFs to her face. I don't remember where the first one was. Let me think. Because in one of them, I wanted to add it in the mouth. The hand mouth. Because I think if you look at the references, I guess I'll look at them once I open up Blender. Once Blender loads in. Oh, there we go. Because I want to add 2 GIFs to her. I forgot where the first one was supposed to go, but I remember I want one on her hand mouth. Alright, let me put this up on screen. Bam. Okay. So if we look at her, I think extra references. Oh, that's where I wanted it. Strange. Okay. So as you can see in her hand mouth, inside of the mouth is this sort of like almost galaxy looking pixelization. I wanted to add a sort of colorful static to the inside of her mouth to achieve this. But I kind of forgot about this. I wanted to add this too, the inside of her eyes turning static. But the issue with this, adding this specifically, is that I think I'd have to have another material. Which at the moment I'm really against. Because the material has to be specifically for turning the eyes into static. I don't think I could have that as something I could toggle on. Not only that, but I think the goal with this was that I would deactivate the eyes and then just have these sort of inside of the eyes turn into static. But the issue is the whole idea of turning off the eyes is no longer possible because the eyes are now a part of the head. So if I want to get rid of the eyes, I'd have to make a shape key to bring the eyes into the head, which for this, which also, like I said, requires me to make another material so that you could switch from, but then I'd have to make like a different face. Or do I have to? No, I could have it like a toggle, like that hat toggle, right? Where it just makes the eyes static. Wait, hold on. I don't think I could edit materials using the animator. I could animate material swaps, because that's what I've done so far, but you lock shaders when you upload them. And so it feels like you can't edit it, because then that would mean that, at least in my mind, you'd have to unlock the shader, which doesn't make much sense. Anyway, I do need to turn off backface culling on, I think, barbecue color, or I think I have to do it on all of them, TBH. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we could lock that. So yeah, because you have to lock the Poyomi shader, I don't think you can have it so that you could like animate checking flipbooks on and then off. Just to make her eyes like turn staticky. I don't think that is possible. Where would you even do that? Special FX? Is it under special? Yeah, flipbook. We said copy and paste. I could link? Question mark? What is this? Linked materials. Drag and drop new materials. Oh. Flipbook controls alpha, intensity colors. Color replaces flipbook. Texture array and mask. Tilted emission strength rotation, add. I mean, I could try. Hold on. I want to fix the whole making sure that backface culling is turned off on all my materials. Which I do have off on some of the materials, but on some of them I didn't do it. Which means that in some materials it would have hit the back of the hair for some reason, which probably would have messed some things up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the animation test. I'm going to use show yellow gray face as an example. I'm going to turn that on, and I'm going to load up in a color, and I'm going to click FX flip on. Now, I don't think I see that anywhere. That would have been added if this was actually recording. So I do believe I cannot edit, what's it called, materials using the animation, because what I was thinking of doing was, instead of having another material that had the static eyes, I would turn on the static eyes using a flipbook, but it seems like I can't do that. I guess another way to maybe do it would be to use a mask and maybe possibly try to manipulate the mask somehow. I don't know if that's possible though. I've never tried that, so I'm not too sure. But that would be my only other option, I think. I mean, for this it'd be easy, the whole like mouth, because you know, it should work fine. Yeah, this one's fucked. Her right hand is messed up when it comes to the eye stuff. For some reason on the other side it doesn't. I'll have to check that out, like I said. Yeah, unless there's a way to manipulate the mask. I think I might have to forgo the idea of having static eyes, at least for her face. Like I said, I do plan on adding a GIF or a flipbook to her hand mouths for the gray version of her. I forgot how I was going to do it before. I don't remember. What the fuck was that? I think before I think the idea, this was before like I realized that I have to combine all the heads and all the mouths to get the eyes, or to get the sort of VRChat descriptor to work the way it only can. Because before I was going to toggle on the mouths and heads, and that would make it easy, because then I could just toggle on a head that will have the material. But I can't do that anymore. Oh, wait, hold on. I'm trying to think. It might still be possible. But now the question is, do I want to go through the trouble of setting this up? I feel like that's been a lot of questions. I feel like I've been spending a lot of time trying to work on this, and I don't know if I should spend a lot more time. Keep on trying to do it. Okay, because now what I'm thinking is I could, because I think I only want this to work on the blue and yellow face. I don't want it to work on on the sort of like yellow white face or the blue white face or the gray face, and I definitely don't want it to work on the game versions. I only want it to work on those two heads. So what I was thinking was I could duplicate those heads, create new shape keys to hide them, obviously. Um, Go into the UV and move the UVs of the eyes so that they're in a completely different part the of the texture, and then I could create a mask with that, so only those eyes are affected by the sort of staticky flip book that I plan on having, and then I could just add that to the basic material, this ENA color. And then when I want the eyes to be staticky, or actually, no, yeah, I do have to do that. And so then all I have to do is unhide it, and then her eyes will be staticky. Oh, but then the eyes will still be an issue. I'd have to add a shape key to hide the eyes for that to work. All right. The real issue is that at the moment I'm unmotivated to do all that. Like technically, it is possible to do that, as I've laid out right now. So I technically can do it, but at least at the moment, because it's starting to get hot in my room, the sort of coolness that I had at the beginning of the stream has gone away already. It makes it so I don't want to even try it out, or I don't even want to like attempt it. But it'd be so cool. Would anyone care that I gave her the option to make her eyes staticky? Maybe I should only make one face, because in the reference, wait, what screen can you guys see? In the reference, she's in her yellow face, and only that one is staticky. But I was just thinking I could also make it for the blue face too, right? Would anyone care over the addition of that detail? I could just throw it in the bin along with these other ideas, and especially this one. This one would have been insane if I tried to do it. Because look at her fingers. Her fingers are sharp in this one, which is similar to the game version. And then she has a little head here, and knowing myself, I would want this little head to also blink, which would kill me. Yeah, I don't know. What am I even saying at this point? Alright, anyway, we're in Blender now. Let me go ahead and try to fix some of these issues. I won't fix all of them, because some of them are quite tedious, like the ones that might involve way painting and maybe some shape key correction. But stuff like, I think, hold on, I need to get rid of this face, because it's like all over the place. It's in my face. I don't want it to be in my face. And let's also switch this over to ENA barbecue so I could take a look at it better. Oh wait, hold on. I want to hide everything but the white face, because the white face is what I'm trying to fix. Alright, that's all I need. So let's check to see if this is a way painting issue. Oh, it is. What the hell? What is it following then? Is it the hair? Is it the eye? Nope. Is it this? No. Not that. It's not that either. Is it the neck? Wait, what is it following? Is it not following anything? I might have forgotten to rig it. Maybe that's why. Alright, that's actually super easy to fix. Okay, that does appear to be the only issue. Okay. That was actually super easy to fix, luckily. There we go. Fantastic. Um Alright, so fix that. Let me erase it. Hair clipping, that should be super easy to fix as well. Let me fix that. Let me hide this. And I'll fix that one next, but might need to also move the hat. Or maybe it's fine. Oh, it's clipping on the left side as well. Or was it always the left side? Her right side. It doesn't clip on this side, it clips on this side. That still clips, even though that's centered. I'm just gonna do that. Does this need to be moved at all? Or is it fine? It does appear to be quite big. Alright, that seems fine. Alright, let me apply the transforms here just in case me editing this fucked something up. It isn't clipping, but from far away it looks like it is. You see that? Maybe I just need to inflate this a little more. There we go, that seems better. Alright, let me hide that. Bring that about. Let's hide the hat as well. Let's fix this. This also appears... Oh, wait, no, never mind. I was gonna say this appears centered, but it's not. Is that enough to fix it? Wait, what? Oh, okay, I was about to say, I thought it made it worse. But that's because I only looked at it from the front, so it looks a lot better on the front side. Looking at it from the side, it actually does appear to be worse. Did it always clip the ear? I feel like it didn't. Am I crazy? Maybe it's gone forward. Maybe I need to move it back or something. Or move it forward. Oh, that's too much. I think that's better. Is it? Maybe it's better to just move it manually. I do agree with moving this more centered, but I think I should move this point. And I guess this point as well. Alright, that should be fine. Alright, what else? Hair is clipping slightly. Fix that. Red face, you can slightly see line above the mouth. Let's switch to that. Oh, wait, oops, wrong. Wrong color. All right, there we go. Now, it might be easier to fix this manually than to try to fix it all together. I think it's specifically this last bit here. It's a bit too far away, and also maybe a bit too low. I'm gonna raise it up and also bring it a little closer. Except on this one, it seems to be glitching out. So I'm gonna actually space that out a bit. Oh, it's still glitching. Let me space it out here, because on this part, it doesn't really matter. You can't really see all that well. I think I just made it worse. But it only glitches out when you get in close and you're in first-person view. I don't think that will show up inside of Unity. That sort of little, like... It might even be because of the wireframe as well. Oh no, you can still see it. But you see, if you exit out of the first view, it goes away. Alright, I think that's fine now. I think the line appears less visible from the front, at least. Maybe the nose also needs to get moved. I think I remember thinking that as well. Did I actually move it there or not? I don't know. Okay, that's too far. Oh, I just realized, hold on. This point no longer matches this anymore. It's like too high. So what, did I position it wrong? Would it have to be like down here? But then it doesn't match down there. I think the This is just messed up. Also, hopefully I have not been selecting all, because that is something that I do by accident, just because I assume that not everything is connected. But it has been my downfall when it comes to... Look how much space there is. That's the issue, I think. So much space in between. I did edit these, so it explains why they've been messed up. I'm okay with that. Is that better? I think that's better, yeah. I'm actually going to bring this point down so it matches the line that's already there. Although, actually, I'd have to bring this point up to match the line that's already there as well. Same with this point. Maybe I'll just leave it like that, then. The change isn't... Oh, shit, whoops. Wait, why is this messed up? Oh, it's because it's so close. Change isn't that noticeable. Or the fact that they don't overlap isn't that noticeable, I don't think. It might even be more of an issue of that I need to go in and fix the texture to make it more sharp. Because maybe that's the issue instead. It feels though like her nose is like wiggly, doesn't it? Like it should be straight down, but it seems like it sort of like wiggles a bit as it goes down. Like specifically here, I think it curves and then it goes straight down. Which might be an indicator that this is wrong. Alright, that should be fine. Oh, good, oh, good, good. Okay, let me check. Is there anything else that I need to fix? So I fixed the red face. Okay, now I need to fix the annoying stuff now, which is setting up a new shape key so that the hand eyes do not close when she is in her gray face version. And fixing I think her right side, actually. Her right side hand, eye, and mouth, since that seems to be broken. But only on that side, which means that something went wrong with the mirroring, perchance? I don't know. Either way, I don't really want to do those right now. Like I said, it's gotten hot. I still need to fix the issue with not being able to use my air conditioner at the same time that I am streaming, because otherwise the switch on the extension cord goes off and it shuts off my PC. I'm still trying to get an extension cord to replace that, or at least to have another one so that they aren't like tripping each other up. Once I do that though, I'll be able to stream for the usual time. It's just starting to get hot. Summer's coming. Summer's coming. Although tomorrow, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday, it's supposed to rain. So it's going to be colder because of that, or at least, at least a little bit less hot. So that means that tomorrow and the weekend, basically, we'll probably be able to stream normally, I believe. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it today. It is Thursday, which means, today's stream was a bit of a 50-50. But I'm glad I got on. I'm glad I fixed the hat issue. I don't know what was wrong with that, but for some reason, whatever I just did, fixed it. So that works. Next time we come back, we will do the fixes that I need to do for Blender, the ones that involve her hand, mouth, and also the fix for the eye stuff. I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to commit to what I just mentioned a little bit earlier about how I might possibly do the static eyes for her yellow face, and I guess also or blue face if I decide to give it to both. I don't know if I'm actually going to commit to that, because that would require me to duplicate two heads, which actually would be fine because they would have their own, or I still have to make their own hide versions, and I'd have to move their UVs, at least for the eye sockets, so that I can make a mask specifically for that whole flip thing. And last time I used the flip thing, it caused a bug, or like an error came up for some reason. So I need to sort of handle that as well. I might try that off stream, question mark, but I still need to work on her textures off stream as well. So that's something else I can do. So yeah, I don't know. But either way, we'll be back tomorrow, 100%. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll be back. Hopefully, like I said, I might have an extension cord by then, so that we could start. I could start, streaming with an air conditioner on, so I'm not absolutely cooking myself alive. If not, like I said, the weekend is supposed to be at least a little bit rainy, so it might not be as hot. We'll see. Either way, the weekend is when we play games. So if I play games for a little less time, that doesn't really matter too much to me. But, I don't have a lot of time to do Blender nowadays. At least on stream. It went from like 5 days a week of Blender to 3 days. So that has stunted my progress. So yeah. There's still much more to do. Like I said, I'm going to think about the whole adding static to her eyes, but creating 2 different faces to do it. Because then that would mean I wouldn't have to make another material, which is probably for the best, I think. But yeah, the only reason, like I said, I don't want to do it right now is because I'm cooking, and I would like to actually turn on the air conditioner. And work on that. I don't know. Question mark. Either way, like I said, I think that is it for today. We'll be back to actually playing games once I figure out that whole air conditioner stuff. Next Fest is coming up. Steam Next Fest, I mean. The summer game, whatever it's called, that I just saw. What was it again? Game Awards? No, it's sort of like that. Is it called Game Fest? I don't even know. It's happening on Friday. I don't know if that means this Friday or next Friday, but if it is tomorrow, then we'll check it out because I think it's at 5 for me, and that's usually when I'm already streaming. So we'll be able to check out some games like we did yesterday, comment on them, and see if there's anything that's interesting for us. But yeah, that's about it, I think. Sorry, I keep on saying that's about it, because that is about it. So yeah. Anything else to mention? No, not really. Have a good rest of your evening. rest of your day. Thank you for coming along. Thank you for watching. Progress is good progress. Like I've said before, if I were to work on these characters that I do on stream, off stream, I'd probably get them done way sooner. But because I'm trying to sort of track the work that I do on camera, at least for the most part. Obviously, like I said, I'm working on her textures off stream. So, there is a little bit of off stream assistance. But for the most part, I want to capture everything on stream so that I and anyone else who's watching can see how I progress through making a model and bringing them into VRChat, and then also as a VTuber model, and then also try to animate her this time. That's what we're going to plan to do. That's the plan, at least. We'll see. But yeah. But I probably could be doing more. TBH. There's always more you could do, right? I could work faster. I could do more other stuff off stream, so it's not just me working on the model on stream. That's me doing Blender. I am doing some other stuff, but it's just a bit slow. And like I've said before, the stream is a really big motivator, and without the stream, I try not to let it affect me, but to be honest with you, I don't get a lot of work done off stream. I get distracted very easily. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Again, I started rambling again. Have a good rest of your evening, rest of your day, and I'm gonna go now. See you guys. Goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye. Bye.